It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1839, recorded Thursday, July 8th, 2021. USB-C'ing you. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have a quick what the heck is it? A blender challenge. Cheap? More expensive, and a bike gadget that may bring back some memories. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same damn show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here he is, the stickiest gadgeteer. And I mean that in the best way. Like, you know how an app is sticky? I realized that did not sound quite right. Like, you know, it's always got some stick to it. You're gonna stick with it. That's what I meant.
Yeah, that's it. I get that. I get that in a very vague,
and the syrup that
way.
you're always eating.
Oh my God, peach raspberry syrup. I just got 3 jars from Amazon on French toast. One of my favorite things. Anyway, how are you?
Doing great. Doing very good. Very
New York
good.
City is in the middle. We are in between 2 giant storms.
Ready for the hurricane, right?
Oh, yes. We had 5 inches of rain in 4 hours. And it was horrendous. Fortunately, the backyard drained. Right before the show, I ran down to the boat because we're between storms. One storm left, and now we're waiting for the hurricane, the remnants of what's the hurricane? The current hurricane.
I think it starts with an I, if I remember. I don't remember. What hurricane? Let me Google hurricane.
Yeah. Hurricane on the Elsa.
Elsa.
Thank you.
There we go.
Nick with the C. Some subways closed down and the highways semi-flooded here, the West Side Highway. But outside of that, things are okay. And how about you?
Doing good. I feel like Texas has really missed. It has rained a little bit, but it hasn't. The hurricane has, it's just in a different part of the country. So we haven't had to worry about it.
Okay.
So yeah. It's been keeping. I was like 100 degrees today, but that was basically it.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing else really to report.
Okay. Fortunately, yesterday it didn't rain in the morning because I'm doing outdoor gadgets for ABC News, and my producer said, Will Gans is going to host your spot. Do you guys want to just video it? In the woods, and I said, oh, yeah, let's do that. So the rain held up yesterday. I just took 2 quick shots here. That's Will Gans. He's going to co-host a spot, and that is Gentrix. Now she's really good. She sets up a camera that runs instantly all the time. I mean. And then she walks around with a handheld camera. So and it looks like we're in the woods, but this is 83rd Street in the park at Riverside Drive. But it's great when you do close-ups.
You have no idea. You can't tell.
You have no idea. And Will and I were talking about how when you start doing a shoot, there's a fire engine and then a helicopter.
Of course.
And we found this part of the park where it was quiet. And you can't believe it. A lady walks in with a baby, and she takes the baby out of the carriage and puts it on the bench, and the baby starts wailing. And she picked the bench next to where all the camera equipment was. Anyway.
She basically brought a portable sound maker and sat down right next to y'all. That's funny.
But she was preparing a bottle. And so I said, all we have to do is wait 1 minute until the baby has a bottle. And that did it. So we were able to shoot the spot with no problem. Crispy Bacon never work with animals or children.
You go up to the lady. I'm sorry, this is not in our contract. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to move. Just in the park. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
great. That looks
Actually.
fun.
It was fun. It was fun.
That was awesome. Nothing. I guess nothing to report from me. Let me. I can't think of anything. What?
Oh, I have one quick thing.
Oh yeah.
My cable box went out. One of my cable boxes went out yesterday. Yeah, Wednesday. And I loathe calling Spectrum, like I loathe calling Verizon.
Right.
And you cannot get to an operator without performing. Is it plugged in?
Right.
Have you tried another TV?
Right.
Can't you watch television in your neighbor's house? Anyway, I finally got to a person who was so nice. And she said, let me look. She said, oh, my gosh, your cable box went off at 11 last night. I said, yeah, I just turned it on for the news and it went out. And she said, you should unplug. I said, madam, I'm not an engineer, but I've done everything. I left it unplugged all night, plugged it in. When I plug it in, everything lights up. All all the digits are 8s, and everything that light up is lit. And I said, and I need this, and also I don't want it to affect my internet because I do something called podcasting. Oh, you're a podcaster? I said,
Isn't that crazy? Podcasting has become part of the lingo. I remember when I worked for Twit, it would.
Well, you know what? You need a new box, and hang on. Let me see if I can't get someone today.
Amazing.
Clicking at him. She said, how about someone in 2 hours?
Perfect. What? Spectrum with good customer service. This is unheard of.
And it used to be a 4-hour window.
Oh, yeah.
2 to 6, 6 to 10.
Yeah.
She said, okay, between 2 and 3.
Wow.
And at 20 to 3, guy walked in and said, so you need a new cable box? I got one.
Amazing.
So I must say, hats off to Spectrum in this case. They really
came through.
Yeah.
Did you do anything fun? I finally loaded up my calendar to figure out what I did over the week. It reminded me, July 4th. Did you do anything fun for July 4th?
Watched the fireworks on television and was thrilled that even though they have the 5 barges in the Hudson and the East River, they did add fireworks on top of the Empire State Building again.
Nice. They took the cue from last year. That was cool. That was really cool.
That was, yeah. And how about you?
Just went to Dallas is such a big sprawling area that, there's 15 cities in this city, and so I went to my local cities, fireworks, and it was great. The parade as well, and
oh my goodness,
it was just wonderful. It was great. It was really good.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Well, let's jump into some gadgets.
Okay, fine. So we'll do a quick what the heck is it when you see it, and Dennis is guessing. You can take a guess too, and here it is.
Okay.
A quickie, what the heck is it, Dennis? Ta-da!
Making orange juice.
Making orange juice.
Cage
Wrong.
for bugs.
Okay. It is actually, this is pretty neat. Okay, some is here. This is a camping LED light fan. Okay, so let me just. And finally,
this is great for you, actually.
I love camping fans. I love camping.
Say it. Somewhere they call it the X10. Oh, there! Finally, the X10. Something pronounceable from Amazon. All right, so this is for camping. And what's nice about this is you can stand it on a desk, all right? And you can, actually, if it was on the desk, you would do it this way because the controls are here on the top. So you have low beam, medium beam, high beam, and off. Then you have low fan, medium fan, high fan. In the back, you have a battery indicator, okay? 4 of them are lit up. Battery is 100%. But wait, there's more. It also has USB out.
Whoa!
So there's in to charge the battery, and there's out to charge your devices.
And that's really nice because this has a 7,800 milliamp battery. Let me just shut the fan off. And USB-C charging.
There's
more.
the
There's
deal.
more. It's ratcheting. Okay, so where you hang it and face it, it'll stay in place because of the ratcheting. But when you're outside, there is a little pop-up hook. Okay, like that. You can hang it from a tree, hang it at the top of your tent, and bend it down the way you want, facing your bunk or your cot or your bed.
That is great.
And there's more. So you're in your sleeping bag, and the light is on, and you think, I don't want to get out of bed. You don't have to because it comes with a remote control. All right? This is really neat. I like that the fan is called wind. All right? So you need some wind.
Wind. Artificial wind.
You need some light. You can have light. And then you can do the various things. And then off. And then there's one other thing. This thing is just really neat. It's also a built-in timer in the remote, okay? So if you want to fall asleep, say with the fan on, you can have it go on for 2 hours, 3 hours, or 5 hours.
Wow.
And I assume if the light's on, it'll go off at the same time as the fan goes off. And the price, we're going to give a check, but it's under $30. So when I bought it, it was under $30. That's it. The X10 LED light with fan, with remote control, and with charging capabilities.
And it was running just then, it looked like, or sounded,
yes.
It seemed like. That's quiet. That is a quiet
very quiet.
Fan.
I put the link there because it's still, yeah.
I am amazed. So another thing that I noticed was that because that battery is in the back and the articulation is in the back, it seemed like the hook actually kind of kept it pointing where it's supposed to go. That's actually one of my biggest frustration with camp fans is, okay, you hang it on that hook, but the front of the fan is so top heavy that it never points where you want it to go. It always basically points straight down.
Yeah. Well, that whole cage is on a ratchet.
Yeah.
So every time you click it, it just stays there.
That's awesome.
That was one of the things we did for ABC. We hung it from the branch, and we were able to click it into the best camera shot, and it just stayed there.
That's awesome. This is a really, really nice. I literally, as you were saying USB-C, I was loading up the Amazon page to check because anything that uses micro or mini USB is like, has a huge negative on it nowadays. It's like, I don't want to carry around those extra USB cables. I want everything to be USB-C. Everything is switching over slowly but surely. But any new gadget I buy, it is a huge negative if it uses the old USB-C standard.
The old USB mini or micro.
Right.
Not right. Yeah. Right. You want C everywhere.
I want C everything. It has to be C because then I can carry around 2 cables. You know, a short USB-C and a long USB-C, and then plug it all in. Here's some of the user review photos. This seriously seems awesome.
And I think it got 4.5 stars, just 96 reviews. But boy, I don't see any negatives with this.
No, I don't.
And I also like the fact that the battery indicator stays lit almost all the time, so you know exactly how long you can leave something on if you see it starting to go down.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
That's awesome. It has and I just everything about it also. The fact that it uses a rechargeable battery instead of replaceable batteries. Love it. Who would have thought that the way to finally fix the rechargeable battery, you've always known you should probably use rechargeable AA's, rechargeable AAA's. Nowadays, everyone's just integrating the battery into the product. Who would have thought that that's kind of how we get rechargeable everything? Love that.
Excellent.
It's great. First gadget, amazing.
Excellent.
Love it. Love it, love it.
Okay, well, the next one has a down for you because it does use micro USB to charge. But I was looking at blenders because I thought, I'm going to do something, a blender too in my outdoor spot. And I thought, that $50 blender kind of crapped out when we put ice in it. Let me see what else is around. And I found this decent looking blender for $27. And I thought, you know what? Let's test that out. And this is what we found.
Some time back, I did the Blend Jet. Okay, it was worked fairly well, except if you put ice in it, it sort of just stopped running. So I thought, well, wait a minute, this is like $50. Let's just something cheaper and see if it works as well. Since this doesn't seem to do well with ice, so I bought the world famous Vagozva. One of those Amazon things where they just take a bunch of letters and throw them on a box and hope it spells something. So this is it, the Vagozva portable blender. All right, this is. I'll tell you why I like this one a little bit better. For summer travel, is if you're in the park, you don't have to bring another container to drink from. Okay, you can just pop this open and drink right out of the container. Or it's very clever. If there are two of you, you get these humongous straws that go in here one at a time, and you can share a drink. Okay, so we're going to see how it works. We're going to put some fruit in. They recommend fruit be no bigger than 1 inch, a half inch to 1 inch. So we'll throw some fruit in, and it says make sure there's liquid in there. And it's also a riot about how warnings have become so outrageous. I bought some melatonin, and on the side of the jar, this is not a Mad Magazine joke, on the side of the jar, it says, warning, may produce drowsiness. Okay. On the bottom of melatonin.
You go, I hope so.
This says, when charging, put in a fireproof container.
A fireproof?
A fireproof container on a non-flammable surface such as concrete. Okay? So you may have to build a bunker to charge this. Before I read it, I charged it on my desk and it did not burst into flames. Okay? We're throwing some liquid in now. And this is a little bizarre. This is what the instructions say. It says to start it upside down. Okay? Start it upside down so that the beaters get up to full speed. All right, now, that did a nice job. That was fairly fast. We're going to see how it does with a couple of ice cubes, okay? We'll put them all in.
That's the one ice cube that always will smack you right in the face at a restaurant.
I will not be blended.
They have something
Help,
there
help.
with turning it upside down, starting it up. Are you kidding me? All right, that sounds very good. All right, so we'll just, I'm going to drink it right out of here to see how it works. Works nice. Actually, this tastes great.
I need more.
This tastes good. So this one, you have to look on Amazon. It is bizarrely priced, okay? Depending on the color, like navy blue was like $25. Yellow was like $28. Black was like $35. So I just don't get it. But for the gym or something, I think this is really neat and reasonably priced. And I do like the straw things with the cleaning brush. Vaquosa.
Can't they get someone to make up some decent names for them? Anyway,
just do one letter and then a string of numbers, just like what the X10.
Yeah.
Just do a letter and some numbers, and you've got it.
Yeah, there you go.
So, do you feel like it was better, worse, the same?
You know what?
As the $50?
Considering the fact that it was just go to Amazon for a minute, because you can get them as
$27.99 with an 11% coupon, but down here it looks like
okay,
24.
You see, they're 20. It's 24 in green.
There's no 11% off coupon for the green one. You have to do the.
Oh, you have to do the math. Oh my gosh!
Does the 33 one? No.
Oh, there's no discount on the $34 one.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So
no,
that's a few dollars off. You're gonna have to do the math on that one. I don't think.
Yeah, that's almost $3 off.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
Yeah, you know, if you didn't, I would buy this instead of the other one. Runs for, I think, 1 minute and shuts off automatically. Otherwise, they seem pretty much identical. Yeah. And this one has a 4,000 milliamp battery, and a lot of them on Amazon have a 2,000 milliamp battery. So this basically has two 2,000 milliamps battery, I guess, wired together. And it's made of the stuff that baby bottles are made out of. Is it?
Oh, interesting.
Telcan. Let me see if I wrote it down. It's Tritan, Tritan. It looks like it's plastic, but it's a really rugged kind of plastic that they make baby bottles out of. So it's BPA free too.
Interesting.
And they said on one full charge, you can do 20 to 25 cups of juice running through it. So I thought it's a better deal than the $50 one.
Yeah, definitely. And seeing the name, you could probably shop around. Probably go find it on Alibaba. You can find it probably all over.
How come no one found it on Alibaba?
Here's one on eBay for $23.
That's the same. I can tell by the little control panel.
Yeah, this is definitely a white labeled product. They are buying it from a factory and rebranding this thing.
Yeah, as long as you see those two straws and that long brush is for cleaning the straw.
And that cap.
You know what? It has the same name on that one.
Oh, look, it does. It does. That doesn't even use proper English. There's no U after the Q.
No, exactly. It's like almost unpronounceable. It's like I said, it's like they took an alphabet, threw it in the blender.
They literally did this. And then that was the name of their company.
That was it.
That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I would rather, the assumption is it's a Chinese company. I would rather just come up with a nice sounding Chinese name, like rose petals, but in Chinese, that's fine. You're not fooling anyone with this fake made up name.
Look at this. He said, it's just called Vaquosa.
Who could even...
They don't have a customer service line because they couldn't get an operator who could answer the phone. They go,
hello, welcome to Vaquosa.
Do you have a blender with a V? That's us.
Yeah, right. Welcome to the Vaquosa. Okay, that's nice. Back at it again with those portable blenders. I like it.
Okay, and the next one was People like the camera I did a long time ago, but I explained it all in the video. So let's watch that. A while back, I did the bubble camera, okay? And what's very funny is, for the first time ever, it is shooting bubbles without the annoying music. Oh, hear the music? Okay. So that's what people didn't like, is that you cannot shut the music. And also, I'm just going to say up here, terribly noisy. This is actually our third location, but it's summer, there's construction, fire engines. All right, so I searched out a camera that would blow bubbles and not make music, and I found the Jason Well, and I think you can see the problem, all right? I loaded this up, and when I got up in the morning, everything from the camera was on my desk and on the floor, and it's still leaking. So I thought, that's the Jason Well. I will get a totally different camera, and I ordered one. It was $4 more. Now let me see if I have the name of this one. Oh yeah, it's called Splash and Spray. But look, do you think
Wait a second.
that there is some similarity
Deja vu.
between the Splash and Spray? Anyway, also, before seeing it, I bought it because it says that it is equipped with an independent sealed bubble solution container so that your kids can run around and you don't need to worry about the bubble solution draining out. I filled this, okay, nothing's leaking. So let us see if indeed we get bubbles and no dripping. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Oh, all right. You can see it's windy. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, okay.
It reminds me of a
All right, so
Gatling gun.
if you want bubbles and no leaking, I am recommending the Splash and Spray. All right. It was $16. Oh, wow. You know what? I love this. You know what? You know what's great? Is I always wanted a bubble machine for my office, and I can just use this. Bubble machine is like $80 because this one stays on as long as you have it pushed down. And then you hit it again the second time to release it. All right, so I assume, unless this company went to the people who make it in China and said, put a separate container in there, they look like they're identical. I guess this was just some sort of a screw up, but you can see the bottom of this is still soaking wet. So stay away from the Jason Well, because you can get the exact same camera that seems to be better from Splash and Spray. That's it. Oh, the one good thing was with the Jason Well, it was on sale for $12, and when I said I'm returning it, it just said, would you like your money back, and you wanted to just keep the camera? So that was easier. I didn't even have to pack it up and send it back. Okay. Splash. Why Splash and Spray? It's more like Splat and Spray. That's it. Bye.
Okay.
It takes very little to entertain me.
No. Well, but also that I feel like they could just change that shell and then make a Gatling gun bubble shooter. It really gave off, not just the rotational thing, but the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Funny.
But the other thing, a couple of people wrote and said, oh, Dick, I love the bubble thing, but oh my God, that music. Because there are only two 15-second selections, and they just keep playing over and over. So this has no music. The bubble output is really great.
Yeah.
And it's that's the Jason Well. You see, they look exactly the same.
Right.
This is the one that leaked out the bottom.
Now, do you feel like that was...
it must have been somebody. I think it's just crappy quality control.
I guess. Oh, was it way cheaper? This is the Splash and Spray.
Yeah.
And then it looked like the Jason, well, I guess you could save 20%. Oh, no,
Yeah,
no.
it ended up being like under $12.
Yeah.
So the other one was $3 more. But I would stay with this just in case, unless you buy it and yours leaks.
Right.
But mine does not.
Yeah.
And I just checked it again before the show, and nothing. Actually, I have it sitting on my desk for when we do the photo at the end, and there's nothing coming out the bottom. My guess is someone probably forgot to connect the hose at the bottom of the container.
Maybe it
And so-
cracked or something, the reservoir.
No,
leaked.
it's fine. There's no crack or anything. It's just that the bubble solution goes directly out the bottom.
Well, that is fun. That's great. Cool. Well, with that,
It's time for
You know you don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it?
Get it. Okay. We are back with another Crappy Corner gadget. And, well, I guess I explained most of it in the video. So,
Oh, okay. Very
let's
good.
check it out. Hey Diggity! So we are back with another bicycle gadget, and this is the gadget this week, Cruisin' Brights. So a while back, years now, we covered a light bulb that had a LED and this like diffuser for the light, and it created this really, really cool looking sort of disco light that was super cheap. And we just absolutely loved it. So this is basically the same idea, but for your bicycle at night. Here's the back here with all the different bikes all lit up, and they sell this company sells other bicycle light things, like stuff that would go inside of your wheels or around the body of the bike. So let's get this open and take a look. So here's the gadget outside of the packaging before I put it onto my bike. The inside requires 3 AA batteries. Here's the power button, and you can kind of get an idea of what it is going to do once I actually attach it to the bike. It comes with a mount, and this mount comes with a whole bunch of rubber, like different types of rubber, so that I can have this added to my bike handle, and also sort of like a quick release slide, which is, there we go. I was going the wrong way with it. So you can pull it off the bike kind of quickly. So let's go add this to my bike and see what it looks like in a dark spot. So I have the light added to my bike right here on the handlebar. It's a little bit pointing off to the side because there wasn't really a good spot because I just have so much stuff on here. So let's test it out. Here it is with a little bit of light in this area, and then turning off the light. Ooh.
Whoa.
Now my bike is not such that I could actually add this to the center bar. It is definitely firing off to one side, but that would definitely make me a lot more visible if it was at night. So there you go. That is this fun disco ball that you can, a disco light that you can add to your bike. So it is inexpensive, and I found it at Academy, which is a pretty national brand.
Yeah, I know that company.
So
You notice
here
in
it
the-
is. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, do you notice in the background that thing that you recommended?
I saw you do that. I forgot to mention. That is the, behind you is the light.
Yeah.
That we love.
I bought 6 of them. I love them.
And so this one's the diffuser. I don't know how you describe that. It doesn't spin.
Yeah, the fuse is good. Yeah.
Like those do. That one really can turn the light. And this one doesn't really do that all that much. But it wasn't.
My only fear is that you're going to look great, but you're going to get knocked off the bike several times as cars pull up and goes, hey, that's a great thing. What's the name of that? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to knock you off your bike.
You'll have to avoid the dancers who are just going to start, going at it with this disco light, thinking it's a dance floor. So yeah, and it is water resistant. I forgot to mention that in the video.
Oh, okay.
And in general, it's it's a very simple thing. If you had a normal, basically a center post that was round, I could see you basically putting this directly below your bike instead of on the handlebars.
Oh, okay.
Or if you had more free space on your handlebars than I did, it wouldn't be too difficult to add it there as well. So it's inexpensive. It's only $10. You can pick it up in a store or have it shipped to you.
Okay.
And this company sells a lot of other light products for your bike. So wheel stuff, body stuff, all sorts of things. So there you go, cruising brides to have a disco party, woo, on your bicycle. And I didn't show it, but here's where the batteries are. They're just in the back in a little carousel thing. So there you go. Have a disco on your bike. Academy is the store. With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Email is from a frequent contributor, Jeffrey Smolovitz, and his son Adam, and they came up with a gadget that they found on Shark Tank. Ooh. So here's their video.
Hey, Dickie D and Chad, it's Jeff from New York with Adam. We have a new gadget that's great for the summer. It's called the Bug Bite Thing, bugbitething.com. I saw it on a TV show recently, and I figured I'd give it a shot. I ordered it on Amazon. I believe it was $9.95. And it promises to remove all bug bite stings using a suction tool. As you can see, it helps alleviate itching and swelling from bug bites and stings. And the best part, no creams, no chemicals. It's reusable, and it's obviously kid-friendly, which you'll see in a minute. Here's the back of the packaging. Sorry it's cut up, but I was in a rush to kind of open it. And it's very simple. Takes about 10 to 20 seconds. They do say on the website that is good to use within minutes of getting bitten by a mosquito or stung by a bee. What also I like about it is, if you see the little hole over here, it can be used as a scraper, and they also recommend you could use it to remove splinters as well. So Adam, I want to have you try it. You basically put it on the skin, and you're going to see it pop off. Now that's been happening a lot, where little piece comes up, but I guess they do that on purpose so you can do it to have it cleaned. You just soap and water. So that's the bug bite thing. Hope your audience and yourselves enjoy it. Not really high tech, but hopefully does serve a purpose. We haven't gotten bit yet this summer. We've been lucky, so we'll report back once that happens and if it works or not. But again, I got it on Amazon, and I'll share the link. Have a great day. Thank you.
That is so funny, because coincidentally,
You just bought one?
I saw this thing 3 days ago. On July 4th, I was at a party, and I stepped into a fire ant bed, and another person had a bug bite or something, and I was like, I don't know what this thing is. And so the host of the party came out and was like, hey, I have this thing. And at the time I was like, I think I'm fine. Like, I've been bit by fire ants before. It'll be fine. Now, so I refused it. And now I really wish I would have tried it, because A, those fire ant bites really, like,
They're terrible.
Oh my gosh. So, I mean, we've had fire, I've grown up in Texas. We have fire ants. Been bitten by fire ants before. But I don't know if it was just like I hadn't been bit since I've been an adult or what. But I got bit on my ankle about 6 times. And my ankle the next day, it got swollen. And then every little bite was like a blister. I mean, it was horrible. I really wish I would have tried this thing. Because at the time, I was just kind of like, I just won't scratch them that much. I just won't, mess with them and it'll be fine. But anyway, he brought this out and was like, you want to use it? And I was like, nah, I won't. That is so funny.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, just for laughs, I ordered one. And it's very funny because this has changed. At first, I didn't order it because it said shipping by July 15th and will arrive by July 25th. And I thought, I don't want to wait that long. But then when I went back, it said if you want it in black, you can have it in 2 days. So I ordered the black.
Oh.
Yeah, we have mosquitoes. Fortunately, they haven't been too bad this year, but wow, those photos are terrible.
I'm like, I don't know if I really want to click in to see those full size. Huh.
Well, now you know.
I know. And I would love to see, like, someone get bit twice and do this to one of them.
I see, yes.
And I didn't see ant
Adam,
bites.
if you're watching, could you do that for us? Could you have a mosquito bite both arms?
Please.
And then use it on one arm?
So I didn't see ant bites as a thing on here.
No, I didn't either. I didn't know that ants bit.
Yeah. So some people are saying that it does leave a mark. Some people don't like it. Some people love it.
Jeff is saying, use a spoon, heat a spoon, hold it on the bite, and it works best if you use it right after you get the bite.
Yeah, so that's what it did seem like, is right after you get the bite. Because the idea is it sucks the poison out. And so if it's been sitting there for a while.
Jeff and Adam were in the room. It works. We finally got bit.
Nice.
So they did get to use it.
Okay.
Does it work on zombie bites? It does, Stormy D, but you have to buy the great big one. It's like about that big. It's $100.
That's cool. I'm now very curious to try it and maybe get one because.
Well, Loquacious said it works for yellow jackets. I kept some in my pool bag for when the kids get bit.
I have heard that things like bee stings, sometimes the sting, or wasps, or I guess specifically bee stings, the stinger is stuck in you and you kind of don't want to grab it with tweezers because you could squeeze the venom sac more. So you kind of do like Google it when you get stung by a bee. I don't remember. But maybe, this is another great alternative.
Nicholas C. said when the bee stings you, it stays in you. So I guess this thing helps suck the stinger out.
Interesting. And the Twitch chat, Scorpio Craze is saying it works. I have one. It legit works. That's cool. Great. Thank you so much.
Oh, Jeff, guys. So you got a Mad Magazine. And I think we have 1 or 2 videos from other viewers, but we want more. A video, anything to do with a gadget, and just make a little video, 1 to 3 minutes. Make sure we can see the gadget and hear your voice like we did with that video from Adam and Jeff. Put it on YouTube. You can click unlisted. Then only people with the URL that YouTube will give you can see it. And email us the URL where your video is. And it goes to mail@gizwiz.tv. Mail@gizwiz.tv. If you live in the States, you get a MAD. If you live outside, I will autograph a 40. It's about 40-year-old now, Alfred E. Newman photo, and send you a high-res image to print out anywhere else in the world. Okay, mail at gizwiz.tv.
With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
All right, so I'm doing a letter from a PR company about Sweet Sweet. Sweet Sweet is this great toy event every year. Once again, it's going to be a virtual event. And each day they send out a press release about a different gadget that's coming up. And I saw this from Lego. It's only a minute video. And I think it looks pretty neat, but I think this is more Chad's kind of toy than me. Okay. So here's a minute video, and you can tell me what you think about it.
Wow. Okay, so they've opened up this Lego creation. They're using an app, it looks like, to create an augmented reality scene, which I guess, you know, you can record into a video. Interesting.
And then it looks like you can add effects.
Yeah. It looks like you almost can like, okay, I want fireworks to go off. I can click a button and then bam, off go the fireworks. I assume you have to make this first. Like, it doesn't come, you know, it doesn't come made. You gotta build it with Lego.
It's $100. It's not out. It's coming next month. But I know Lego has done some really fun stuff with taking a Lego gadget, doing something with it, and then have it pop into their online landscape. Oh, right. There it is. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess it would be no fun if it came built, but I'm not sure. But it looks like a fun way to make, I guess, your own music videos, right?
Yeah. Whoa, look at those minifigures. You can become an animal? An alien? Or no, is that like, it's like a Daft Punk type thing? A zombie? That's cool.
And it looks like it might come with albums of music.
Yeah.
There was like a dozen looked like album covers. Oh, I forgot what the name of this is going to be. Video.
Yo, all spelled weird.
Video.
VIDIYO.
Oh, and the whole thing, it's clever. The whole thing
is a
folds
boom
up
box
to look like a boom box.
You know what this these little albums, I wonder if that's what actually plays, like the music. It reminds me so much of mini clips. Do you remember mini clips?
Oh, yes. Weren't they records that played for 1 minute?
Basically, yes. They were 60 seconds. They were like basically before SD cards. They were SD cards that you would pop into a tiny little boom box. Yes, and then they would play. And it was basically the iTunes preview, because that's how long the iTunes preview was. Basically an iTunes preview of the song that you wanted to listen to.
Oh, that's very, hit clips.
Hit clips. Oh my gosh.
It says Nick with a C. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there they are. Look at that. All the albums.
It does look like that.
That is crazy. $100. This looks so fun, but golly, that price point is expensive.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Now, Legos in general are expensive.
Legos are way up there.
Let's just be honest. Wow. Interesting. Vid.io.
Fun thing to look forward to. Well, you know what? After August, we'll probably find reviews on Amazon from people who bought it.
Right.
Anyway,
be able to see what that app is like a little bit better. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Video boombox next month from Lego.
Thanks so much for watching. If you love the Giz Wiz, please consider giving back over at patreon.com/GizWiz. That's our Patreon page. You can also give via PayPal, gizwiz.tv. Click on the Patreon tab, and there is a PayPal link on the website. However you give, if you've given in the past, if you're currently giving, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you so much for your support. We really, really appreciate it. You guys are incredible. So thank you, patrons. Thank you, those of you who donate via PayPal. We really appreciate it, and we appreciate you. So please head on over to patreon.com/GizWiz if you want to support the show. That's how we run it. Speaking of GizWiz.tv, you can head there to watch the show live. We're live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. The website will update with the live stream when we are live. If not, that'll be the latest episode. You can join the chat room, or you can subscribe to the show so you get it automatically delivered to you, or you can see any of our previous episodes there at gizwiz.tv. Head on over to gizwiz.biz, that's Sticky D's website. He writes up articles about all of the gadgets that we talk about on the show. So if you want to read more, remember, see photos, and find links back to those articles, head on over to gizwiz.biz. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? The original, the one, the only. And this is the gadget that we're trying to figure out what it is this week. And this is like a universal soda cap. You can use it on any type of bottle, anywhere. You throw that thing on it and it just works great. If you think you know what this is, get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. 6 Mad Magazines for correct answers, 12 Mad Magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, or interesting answers. So get a guessing, and that just switched over, so you got about 2 months to do that. That about wraps it up for our show. So we'll see you guys next week.
I'll be here.